Hi, I'm Dickey Lee, and I'm going to play a few songs for you guys today. I'm just here in my living room, and I'm just going to do it like I do when I write songs. Nothing special. I'm going to not try to cover up my mistakes. I'm just going to play some songs for you in my living room. These are songs that I wrote and recorded or wrote for somebody else, but we're just going to have a little living room setting, and I hope y'all like some of these things. And this is kind of the way I do it anyway. So I'm just sitting at home in my shorts. Might play a little golf after I get through doing this, but I'm gonna play a few songs for you guys and hope you like some of them. This first one is the most successful song I've ever had as a writer. It's been recorded over 1,000 times. First guy that recorded it, 1963, George Jones, and then a whole bunch from then. But maybe you'll remember this song. If you don't, just pretend you do. It's good for my ego. Just because I ask a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. Just because I'm off the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. If she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her cheer. Oh, how could she ever be so foolish? Where would she get such an idea? Just because I ask a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her and went all to pieces, she thinks I still care. Oh, she thinks I still care. Okay, so much for that song, mistakes and all, but this is the way I do it in my living room, and just inviting you all to come in and join me. And you'll notice in the back I've got my flat screen covered up with a sheet. That's to keep the light rays off so you can halfway see me. But anyway, here's a song that a couple of friends of mine, Tommy Rocco and the late great Johnny Russell, wrote for George Strait. It was the #1 record for George way back there. In fact, all of my songs are way back there. In fact, some of you were probably not even born when we wrote some of these songs. But anyway, this was the #1 record for George. Goes like this. Pardon me, you left your tears on the jukebox, and I'm afraid they got mixed up with mine. I don't mean to pry. It's just that I noticed you going out of your mind. Looks like we're two of a kind. Let's fall to pieces together. Why should we both fall apart? Let's fall to pieces together, right here in each other's arms. Alone is much better together. When the worst is still yet to come, so let's share the rest of the tears that are left from two hearts that just came undone. Why should we go crazy alone? Let's fall to pieces together. Why should we both fall apart? Let's fall to pieces together, right here in each other's arms. Let's fall to pieces together, right here in each other's arms. Okay, everybody, everything is spontaneous. No mistakes are fixed. So I'm just once again inviting all you guys in my living room and hoping you like some of this stuff. This is a song that my good friend, Hall of Fame songwriter Bob McDill and I wrote. We wrote this song for John Snyder. Well, we didn't actually write it for John Snyder, but John Snyder did it. But before John Snyder came along, we wrote the song, and there were a couple of artists that recorded it, and nothing happened with it. And this is a song we really loved. But about 7 years after we'd written the song, John walked into our our publishing company one day looking for songs, and they were playing stuff for him, and he didn't hear anything. He finally said, "Play me something that you just think would never even fit me," So our publisher at the time, Bob Kirsch, he got this song out. He said, "Well, see what you think about this song, because I would have never pitched it to you unless you said something like you just did." So he played the song, and John said, "Man, I love that song." So make a long story short, he went on to record it and had a #1 record with it. It was in the charts for about 28 weeks. Pardon me, it's my instant talent. Not really, it's just water. But it turned out to be a great record for him. It was his first country record, and I'd like to try to do it for you. It's called "I've Been Around Enough to Know." Hush, don't talk now. It won't change anything anyhow. Just hold me while the shadows bring us near. I know you're not in love with me. I'm not asking you to be. And there's no use pretending why we're here. You don't need to try and fool me. You don't need to lead me on. You don't need to say you love me. I've been around enough to know. Wait, don't tell a lie, 'cause I just might believe it tonight. And I know you're only trying to ease your mind. But don't worry, it's alright. I don't care if it's wrong or it's right. Just hold me close and love me one more time. You don't need to try and fool me. You don't need to lead me on. You don't need to say you love me. I've been around enough to know. You don't need to say you love me. I've been around enough to know. Okay, I'm going to do a song for you guys that I recorded. I wrote this with my good friend Alan Reynolds, who produced all the Garth Brooks records. We came to Nashville in 1969. We're both from Memphis, and he came up here to record Garth Brooks. I came up here to write songs, so I probably made a mistake because he's the one that made all the money. But anyway, this is a song that we wrote. My first big hit was 1961. It was a song called Patches. Didn't write that, but this song Alan and I wrote, and it's called I Saw Linda Yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hurt, hurt, dum dee do de do de hurt, hurt, dum dee do de do de hurt, hurt, dum dee do de do de hurt, hurt, dum dee do de do de. Nights didn't seem so long no more. Pain wasn't there like it was before. Just when I thought I was really okay, I saw Linda yesterday. My heart went up, down, like a merry-go-round and round, like a falling star down, down. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Looked like I'd found peace of mind. Looked like I was gonna make it this time. Just when I thought I was really okay, I saw Linda yesterday. Oh, she smiled that same old smile. My heart was running wild. My love for her increases as I go all to pieces. Hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de, hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de, hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de-dum-diddly-dum-diddly-dum-dum-dum. So drink to a lonely guy, sit around and watch me cry. People ask what's wrong, I say I saw Linda yesterday. My heart went up, down, like a merry-go-round and round, like a falling star down, down. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de, hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de, hurt, hurt, dum-dee-do-de-do-de, dum-diddly-dum-diddly-dum-dum-dum. Big finish now. Bye. Kind of hard to be a one-man band sometimes. So anyway, I'll tell you a funny story about this song. Back in the 80s, Andy Warhol, the great artist, he painted one night all night long and played this song full volume for about 24 hours trying to figure out the hidden meaning to I Saw Linda Yesterday. Well, I don't know if he did, but I never figured it out. Anyway, just a little tidbit about I Saw Linda Yesterday. Okay, here's a song. This just tells you the weird story and the weird life of songs sometimes. This song is called Memphis Beat. And back in 1966, Alan Reynolds, who I mentioned before, with a friend of ours, Mitt Addington, who was a psychology professor at the University of Memphis, we wrote this song for Jerry Lee Lewis. He did it. He named his band the Memphis Beat. And it wasn't a single, but he put it in an album, and that was it. This was 1966. Well, about 2014, I started getting royalty checks for Memphis Beat. And I thought, what is going on here, you know? So we found out there was a movie made, a TV movie made called Memphis Beat. It wasn't a movie, it was a series, but it was called Memphis Beat. And they used this as a theme song recorded by Keb Mo. And have no idea where they ever found the song. We just figured, well, they came up in the archives and found a song that had the same title and happened to play it, and it worked for their show because it was a cop show, but it had a lot of Southern music in it. So anyway, on top of that, they did a contest about that same year in Memphis about all the songs, the most popular 100 songs that had been written about Memphis. And there have been some great songs written about Memphis, but our song came in number one, Memphis Beat. So I was kind of thrilled about that. But anyway, I'm going to try to sing this song for you. Goes like this. Now let's try it again. Down the Mississippi where the water gets muddy, 44 schools where the kids don't study. Oh, they all hang down at the foot of Beale Street and dance all night to the Memphis Beat. I'm going to Memphis where the beat is tough. Memphis, I can't get enough. It makes you tremble and it makes you weak. It gets in your blood, that Memphis Beat. They're hitchhiking here from California, riding on a Honda from Arizona. Houston, Boston, Kansas City, New Orleans, and a do-wah-diddy. I'm going to Memphis where the beat is tough. Memphis, I can't get enough. It makes you tremble and it makes you weak. It gets in your blood, that Memphis Beat. Well, people come a-walking and a-riding and a-swimming. Gotta get a look at them good-looking women. Oh, they all hang around at the foot of Beale Street and dance all night to the Memphis Beat. I'm going to Memphis where the beat is tough. Memphis, I can't get enough. It makes you tremble and it makes you weak. It gets in your blood, that Memphis Beat. Let's go to Memphis! Yeah! Memphis! Something like that. Okay, I'm going to change the attitude up a little bit here. I hope y'all made it through that one. But this next song, this is kind of a philosophy of my life. It's a Christian philosophy. And I wrote this with two of my good friends, Danny Mayo, who died a few years ago, and Karen Staley. But this song, it's called The Keeper of the Stars. And it was a #1 record for Tracy Byrd. And I'm going to try it for you, see if it works. It was no accident finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew. Now I just can't believe you're in my life. Heaven smiling down on me as I look at you tonight. So I tip my hat to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. Soft moonlight on your face, oh how you shine. It takes my breath away just to look into your eyes. I know I don't deserve a treasure like you. There really are no words to show my gratitude. So I tip my hat to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew. Okay, hope y'all like that song. You know, like I say, we're just in the living room. No mechanics in the studio to help us really sound great. So I'm just me in the raw. And hope you guys like this. But every one of these songs that I'm playing for you today, they were all #1 songs by me or somebody. But I'm having fun doing this, and I hope y'all are having fun just watching it, because it's like just in my house, and I'm glad to have you all here. Here's a song that Alan Reynolds and I wrote. You know, we wrote all these songs a long time ago. But anyway, this song is called Everybody's Reaching Out for Someone. And a funny story about this song, there was a girl named Pat Daisy that RCA had just signed her. This was her first record, and the song was a smash for her. And after she'd had that record, she quit. I guess she was a different kind of one-hit wonder, because she said, you know, I don't want to do this anymore because RCA, I'm traveling all over the country doing all these shows, and I have a new child, and I want to stay home and raise my child. So she did that, which I thought was really neat. But anyway, later on, a group called the Cox Family, they're kind of a gospel bluegrass group, great group, the Cox Family, COX. If you hadn't heard of them, you need to find some of their stuff. But Alison Krauss recorded an album on them, and they did this song on the album. And in fact, they named the album the title of our song, and it got Bluegrass Album of the Year. Everybody's reaching out for someone. So anyway, Alison Krauss did a great job with it. She's a favorite singer of mine anyway, but she did this on the Cox Family, and I'm going to do my version of it. And this is about as close to bluegrass as I can get, and it's really not that close. But it goes like this, kind of. Everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door. And long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. Just like the trees along the river bend lift up their branches to the sun above. We spend our lifetimes reaching for a friend, 'cause everybody's reaching out for love. And everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door. And long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. I've wanted you since the day my life began. I heard your footsteps running just beyond my mind. Ever since that moment I've been reaching for your hand, hoping you'd be reaching out for mine. 'Cause everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door. And long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. You're the one that I was reaching for. All right, here's a song that, another song my good friend Bob McDill and I wrote. We wrote this song a long time ago, as we did most of them, but Dave and Sugar recorded this song first in the early 70s. They had a #1 record with it, and years later, Waylon Jennings recorded it, and after that, Jamie Johnson recorded it. And we've had quite a few other recordings on it, Tennessee Pulley Bone for one, but anyway, there have been a lot of recordings on it over the years, and I'm going to try to give you my version of it. Here we go. Saw your picture in the paper, and I see you married good, and I know that he can give you all the things I never could. But I know that he won't give you what you need most of all. Well, the door's always open and the lights on in the hall. Yes, the door is always open and the lights on in the hall. And you know that I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. When night falls on that mansion and you're lying in his bed and he begs for your attention, do you think of me instead? And when he reaches out to touch you, is your face turned toward the wall? Well, the door's always open and the light's on in the hall. Yes, the door is always open and the light's on in the hall. And you know that I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. Yes, the door is always open and the light's on in the hall. And you know that I'll be waiting if you ever come to call. All right, here's a song that Doug Stone recorded. He had a #1 record with, and this was written by me. Let's see, who else wrote this with me? Oh, once again, my good buddy Bob McDill and a good friend of ours, Bucky Jones, who is a great writer too. But at the time we wrote this song, we were all writing for Polygram Music, and we thought we had the best looking women in town working for our publishing company. So we decided, let's write an ode to the girls of Polygram. So anyway, this is the way it came out. It's called In a Different Light. It was a #1 record for Doug Stone. Every morning I watch you walk into the office in your business suit, matching shoes, with your hair done up neatly. You tug at your glasses, then you sit down, just 3 desks down, and I watch you in the fluorescent glare. And my mind drifts away somewhere, and I see you in a different light. Your hair falling down, with love in your eyes. In my mind, you're a beautiful sight. I see you in a different light, just the way I saw you last night. There's girls at the office the guys always notice when they walk by, but you're not the type. Oh, they don't know what I know, 'cause some things just don't show through tailored tweeds, and that's fine with me. Let them all think what they want to. As for me, when I look at you, I see you in a different light. Your hair falling down, with love in your eyes. In my mind, you're a beautiful sight. I see you in a different light, just the way I saw you last night. Baby, it's light, your hair falling down, with love in your eyes. In my mind, you're a beautiful sight. I see you in a different light, just the way I saw you last night. All right, here's another one that Bob McDill and Bucky Jones and I wrote. This was a big hit for Kathy Mattea, and we found out later, we didn't even know it at the time, but Joe Cocker also recorded this song. And I remember we got paid on a couple million albums, so that was kind of a sweet little surprise. But let's see, yeah, Joe Cocker, he was something else. I'll do my Joe Cocker version rather than my Kathy Mattea version. Sounds a little more realistic. But it's called Standing Knee Deep in a River. It's about people that take people for granted. And, well, I just hope you like it. It goes like this. Friends I could count on one hand, a leftover finger or two. I took them for granted, let them all slip away. Where they are, I wish I knew. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, dying of thirst. Sometimes I remember sweethearts I've known, some I've forgotten, I suppose, but one or two still linger. Oh, and I wonder now why I ever let them go. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, dying of thirst. So the sidewalk is crowded, the city rolls by, as I rush through another day, and a world full of strangers turn their eyes to me, but I just look the other way. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, knee deep in a river, knee deep in a river, dying of thirst. Well, I guess that's about it for me. I've really had a lot of fun just sitting here in my living room, just playing songs as I think I'm up for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. You know, it's just kind of in the raw, and this is really the fun way to do it. But I've got a little special bonus for you guys. I've got a really good friend who's down here. He's moved down from Pennsylvania. He's a 24-year-old friend of mine. I got to know him a couple of years ago, and I think he's going to be a big star. He's just getting started. But, we wrote one song together, and I'd like for him to play it for you. And it's kind of morphed. It's a Christmas song. A good friend of mine, Sue Ann Duffy, she had a son who died when he was 16 years old. And she told me about this, and she said, I'd love it if you'd write a song about him. And we did, but it kind of evolved into a song about our soldiers today. And this is really a tribute to our military guys that didn't come home. But Conrad's going to sing it for you, and this is the last you'll see of me this time. But I think you're going to enjoy Conrad's and my song and Sue Ann's song, and just want to wish you all the best. So here's Conrad Fisher.
She finds it in the attic every year about this time, and carefully unwraps it by the fire. She hangs it on the mantel, wipes away a tear, then settles back in her recliner with a smile. He made it out of paper, red, blue, and green, and a popsicle stick all wrapped around with string, with Elmer's glue and glitter all over him. He said, oh, I made it for you, Mama. It's a Christmas ornament. And every December he'd make it home on time. Oh, he never ever missed a Christmas Eve. He'd rush up to the attic with a twinkle in his eyes, and they'd laugh as he would hang it on a tree. And 'cause he made it out of paper, red, blue, and green, and a popsicle stick all wrapped around with string, with Elmer's glue and glitter all over him. He said, oh, I made it for you, Mama. It's a Christmas ornament. She finds it hard accepting how the years have slipped away, and the sound of soldiers knocking on the door, and the package never mailed, but she found it in his things, and she opened it up right there on the floor. It was made out of paper, red, blue, and green, and a popsicle stick all wrapped around with string. Mom, I can't come home this year, was a little note he sent, but I made this for you, Mama. It's a Christmas ornament. Oh, I made it for you, Mama. It's a Christmas ornament. There we go. Is that good?
Super,
All right.
super.